Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here, welcome to episode 24 of our Pokemon LeafGreen Nuzlocke. Last time, well, shit went down is all I can say. I'm gonna give you a fair warning here. If you haven't watched the previous video, go back and watch it now unless you want to be spoiled on some stuff, because I'm about to hop into it here. Give you 3 seconds, 2, 1. Alright, let's do this. So we had a few team members to replace, and we had quite a few different options. I actually did a poll over on Twitter to see which were the most popular candidates, and I didn't, like, forewarning here for anyone who voted in that poll, I didn't go with all the most popular options. I took them into consideration, definitely, and acted accordingly based on what I kind of wanted as well as, like, what I thought would be best. And I guess here we go, without further ado, let's show off our new team members here. There they are. So we might have at least one controversial option out of these three. Let me know which one you think that could be. I wonder. Let's start off here with Anteford the Geodude. I think this is a really good option, personally. As sort of a, I don't want to say replacement for Graffin, because obviously no one can replace Graffin in our hearts and in our memories. But as far as typings go anyway, he's a rock ground type, so that'd be good. Especially against some of the gyms coming up, like the poison type gym and the fire type gym. He'll be good in those. Got really good defensive stats, as well as a really good defense stat, because his special defense is actually pretty terrible. But defense, attack, and even HP are pretty decent here. I did go ahead and buy the TM for Brick Break from the Celadon department store, and gave him that, and otherwise his moveset's pretty much unchanged here: Rock, Throw, Magnitude, and Defense Curl. So yeah, hopefully he'll come to prove himself in our hearts. I know it's gonna be tough accepting like new members to the team after all the time that we spent with our old members, but you know, we gotta start somewhere. So Anteford, welcome to the team, everyone. Round of applause for the Geodude. That's gonna clip the audio. Anyway. So that's Geodude. Next up is probably the most requested member of our team, and the one I also wanted to put on the most is Altiz the Vaporeon. I did evolve him in between videos. I just used the Water Stone on him, and that was that. It wasn't any big hoo-ha. I gave him the Mystic Water here, because now that I actually have a water type, I finally have someone to give that to. And it's a really good Pokemon. Look at that, 101 HP at level 25. Compare that to like our other Pokemon. I think the only one with higher than that right now is Kirby. Yeah, 107, and he's 9 levels above. So that gives you an idea of just how much of a monster, HP-wise anyway, Altiz is. Also, that special defense and special attack stats are really good. Pretty good stats across the board, honestly. And now I do know that there is a Pokemon coming up, a gift Pokemon that we get, that is a really good water type as well. I'm sure anyone who's played through the game already knows what that is, what I'm talking about. But honestly, I just really like Vaporeon. It's like one of my favorite Pokemon, and I just kind of wanted to use it. I know it might be a little overused, but gosh darn it, it's pretty good. And then I gave it a Water Pulse, which we had that TM, and I went and grinded up enough coins at the game corner to get Ice Beam and taught that to him as well. Also getting that pronunciation correct now, Altiz. I was corrected on that in the comments. Sorry about that. Sorry, I said Alteas for the longest time. Altiz makes much more sense. Yeah, so Water Pulse, Growl, Ice Beam, Quick Attack. I have no doubt that Altiz, you will be a very valuable member of this team. Welcome aboard. It's good to have you on here finally. And now the last, certainly, hopefully not least new member of our team. We got Kevin CV the Porygon. Now this is an interesting one. I kind of went with this because there were more popular options. Like a lot of people were requesting like Ghastly or Hitmonlee. I did consider them. Hitmonlee I had reservations about, just because he carries a lot of baggage for me right now after what happened in the previous episode. I know that's kind of a silly reason to not want a Pokemon on the team, especially a good one like Hitmonlee. But I'm just going to hold off on him for now. If I end up having to pick up a new person or a new Pokemon in the future, I'll definitely consider him after, you know, those wounds have closed a little bit. But And then Ghastly, I don't know, I just really wanted to use Porygon. That's all I can say. You hardly ever see it. I don't think I've ever used it, like, period, in any capacity. And I don't know, maybe there's a good reason for that. That might be flawed logic that, like, oh, you never see Porygon, so I should use it. Well, maybe the reason you never see Porygon is because it's not that great. But, you know, I think Kevin CV here has potential. I did give him an Everstone here because the way I have this game set up is to allow trade evolutions via, like, level up, so I can get, like, Gengar and Golem and stuff just via leveling up. That also does enable Porygon to evolve at, I think it's like level 30 or something. He just evolves into Porygon 2. And normally you don't get the item that you need to evolve Porygon, because basically the way you evolve Porygon is to trade it when it's holding an upgrade, which is an item that we get way early on. I think like after in the post game. And so I gave him an Everstone just to prevent that happening. I don't want to end up having a Porygon 2 when I really shouldn't. Like, it shouldn't be possible for me to have one. Hopefully that makes some sense. Here's his stats. I really like that trace ability, honestly. That could definitely come in handy in certain situations. Basically just copies the opponent's ability, which is nice. Yeah, good special attack. Pretty decent defenses, especially that special defense. I'm digging it. And here's the moveset we got on him right now. It's a bit of a weird one. We got Psychic, Conversion, Thunderbolt, and Agility. Now, Psychic I gave him the TM for, just because I think it's good coverage to have, and if he, in the horrible situation where he ends up against the fighting type, that'll be a great move to go for. And then Thunderbolt I gave because we just don't have any electric type coverage, and I think that would be a really good thing to have. It's good against like water types and flying types, and is that it? Is that all it's good against? I feel like I'm blanking on some other type, but whatever. It's good to have. I did have to grind out more coins at the game corner, so that was fun to do that. Conversion, we're probably going to get rid of pretty soon here. Actually, that reminds me, because I do have 2 rare candies that I actually want to use right now. Both of them on Kevin CV there. Because at level 20, he actually learns a really good move in the form of Recover. And Recover, if you couldn't guess, in this type of playthrough, in this type of a Nuzlocke, where I can't use healing items in the middle of battle, is a phenomenal move, because it heals up to 50% of my max HP. And it's just invaluable, really. Like, I know he doesn't have the best defenses or HP to actually take advantage of Recover. I'm going to get rid of Conversion here. It's not something I imagine myself using too often. I could definitely use Agility more. And Agility I'll probably get rid of at some point too. I'm not sure quite for what yet. I considered getting Ice Beam for him as well, but as I thought about it, I didn't see the real need. I don't know though. So this is it. This is it for now. This is Kevin CV for now. I hope that he turns out as well as I expect him to. I'm really banking on that Recover, because I saw that it was in his potential move pool, and I knew that that would be a really great asset. So, Kevin CV, I hope you don't let me down here. I'm putting a lot of faith in you. Not a lot of people wanted to see you. You got like 1 vote in the poll or something. Maybe not even that. And yeah, there it is. So those are our 3 new team members. Man, I rambled on for like 9 minutes trying to talk about these guys. Hopefully I gave good justification. Welcome them all to the team. I know it's gonna be hard to forget. I mean, and we don't have to forget, obviously, about Kaimi and Nefitz and Graffin. They will always be in our hearts and minds as part of the original 6. But you know, sometimes the team has to evolve, just like Pokemon. I feel like I'm giving a fucking eulogy here. This is, I know it's ridiculous. It's a Pokemon game. They're just sprites and numbers, but I don't know, man. Got to get invested in it to really feel the impact of this. Anyway, so I'm gonna forego that now. Man, could you imagine that like a couple years ago, this would have been like a full video in its own right because of that 10-11 minute time limit thing that YouTube had? That's insane. Those were the days, man. Just a whole video explaining 3 Pokemon. Anyway, so that's it for that. I am obviously going to need to grind them up. That's probably going to be what the next little bit of this video is, if not the entire rest of the video. I don't know how long this is going to take necessarily. I'd like to get them all up to around level 25, 30 range. Altiz is already around that point. I want to get them up there just because that's on par with pretty much the rest of our team. Zamori and Greynosko. Kirby exempted, obviously, because he got a lot of experience from the Pokemon Tower. And it's what point that Kaimi and Nefitz and Graffin were at as well. They were around level 29, 30. So that's probably what I'm going to shoot for. Not sure how realistic that's going to be within a nice time frame, but going to give it a shot here. So I'm going to cut away or start speeding up, what have you. And I'll be back. Let's do this. Hey, there we go. Antiford is evolving? What? Nice. I knew this would happen. This is going to be our only evolution in the grinding montage. As far as I know, anyway. Pretty sure Vaporeon doesn't evolve, but... Look at that face! I love this guy. Antiford evolved into Graveler. the defense is ever increasing. Let's take a look at our newfound Graveler here. Man, impish nature. I still am not sure if that's necessarily a good thing for you, but 77 defense and pretty solid attack too, 57. Is that the high? That's got to be the highest defense of anyone on our team. Oh yeah, by a long shot too. I think the next highest is like 67 somewhere. Yeah, Grandosco. That's kind of crazy. There you go. This dude tried to learn self-destruct too earlier, and I had to put the kibosh on that one really quick. Antiford, you're not suicidal. It's not happening, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna keep on grinding here. It's actually not taking too long against these people here on Route 8. Nice cluster of trainers, as you can see. And yeah, let's keep on going. finally done with that long-ass grinding montage, and I can show you now. All of our Pokemon are level 30 with the one anomaly here in Kirby, but that's fine. That's honestly fine. And yeah, here's how our new. I guess I can just show off everyone really quick. Neither Grandosco or Zamori or Kirby really learned anything new. There was one point where a couple of them got whirlwinded into a battle, but they didn't get enough experience to level up or anything. Here's Antiford. He tried to learn, what was it, Rollout, I believe? And that could be a really powerful move, but I think Rock Throw is just ultimately more reliable. Because Rollout can be a little scary because it locks you into it. Otherwise, yeah, here he is. He's got monstrous defense, of course. Zamori, nothing new there. Kirby, nothing new. Here's Altiz. Right at the very end of the montage, you might have seen Altiz learn Bite here, and I replaced, I believe, Growl with that, because in this generation, Bite is actually a special type move, which means that it goes off of Altiz's really good special attack there, 78. That's her highest. I keep wanting to say her for some reason. I just always see the Vaporeon as a her. It was off his highest stat, barring HP. So that's pretty nice. Pretty good moveset there. And of course we got Kevin CV, same moveset as ever. He's pretty good actually. Like I don't know if it's just the power of his moves, but he's got pretty well-rounded stats, decent HP. And that trace ability actually came in handy. I was going up against like Poliwags, trace their water absorbs, so they can't use like Bubble or Water Gun or whatever on me. That's pretty cool. Anyway, oh my goodness, Minu, my kitty. She just wants attention or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, so we probably got about 5 or 10 minutes left in this video before we hit our quote-unquote limit. I'm not going to head back into Saffron because that's a scary place, man. I could like try and go through Silphco, but I think the levels there are probably too high for me. So I think for now, let's head actually west of Celadon here and see if we can head down Cycling Road. First, we got to get past this, though. We have the Pokeflute now. Snorlax is tough, though. I do have the opportunity to catch this Snorlax as well. It is a static encounter, so that counts. And it could be tough, because Snorlax is strong. I think it also has Rest, so it can recover its HP, so it might be tough going. I've got Grandosco up front right now. He's got decent defense to take Snorlax's attacks, and then can also put him to sleep with Spore, so let's give this a shot. Want to use the Pokeflute? Hell yeah. Oh, I love that little song. Snorlax woke up. It attacked in a grumpy rage, because of course it did. That didn't sound too grumpy. It was like, oh. Man, it looks grumpy as hell. Look at this guy. Look at his belly. Oh my god, he's so big. Snorlax, level 30, so right on par with our Pokemon here. Let's see what we can do. I guess start out with Spore. I'm actually faster. Oh, I forgot to turn battle animations back on. You have a Chesto Berry? What are you... Ow! Okay, dang, that hurt. So Spore, it's 100% accurate, so it'll put him to sleep. I didn't realize he had a Chesto Berry. I guess that's because he also has Rest. So he can put himself to sleep, gain all his HP back, and then wake right up. Okay, gotta be careful here. I definitely don't want to lose anybody trying to catch a Snorlax. That would be... You have Snore. That's actually dangerous. Okay. Man, it's times like this that I wish I had taken Ghastly instead of anyone else, because these normal type moves wouldn't affect him. I guess I could switch out to Antiford to try and whittle this thing down, because he resists all of Snorlax's attacks, I believe, and he also has like monstrous defense. Snore, but it failed. Haha. All right. I doubt that Brick Break will kill this thing. This thing has monstrous defenses and HP and everything, yeah. That's more than fine. He went to sleep. This is actually good, because I think 2 Brick Breaks will bring him down pretty far. And then he'll be asleep because of Rest. And then we shouldn't be at a decent place to catch him. Snorlax is just one of those monstrous Pokemon to try and catch, but if you can catch it, then it's a great asset to your team. That's for damn sure. Of course, we already have Kevin CV on the team, so that's not going to matter. Alright, so that's a good point. Let's toss a Great Ball here. I did go and buy some medicine and balls and stuff with the money I got from using the Versus Seeker and everything. Damn. Oh, he woke up. Is he gonna... Yeah. That's kind of how this fight usually goes. You knock him down to that point. Right when you're ready to catch him, you throw maybe one ball if you're lucky, and then wakes right up and goes back to sleep. That's just how Snorlax is, unfortunately. But I think we're in a pretty good spot here, honestly. Antiforge still hasn't taken any damage. Even if Snorlax goes for Snore or something, or wakes up and uses Headbutt, then we'll be fine. And eventually we should catch him. I can't see why we wouldn't. We're in a pretty, Damn. Okay, Snorlax. I'm gonna need you to stop this. I guess maybe it's a good thing that I forgot to turn battle animations back on, because this would be taking a lot longer otherwise. I just turned them off to make grinding go a little bit faster, so I didn't have to watch all the animations of each attack every time. I will turn them back on after this battle, though. One thing I am worried about is getting a just like that, yeah. Getting a critical hit with Brick Break and just killing Snorlax. That's okay, honestly. Because there is a second Snorlax, so I can always try to catch that one. He gave a huge yawn and return to the mountains, whatever that means. A return to the mountains. Okay. So I guess Antiforge is our ultimate Snorlax Slayer, or whatever you want to say. That's fine, though. We have Kevin CV already as our normal type, and like I said, there's still a second Snorlax we can try and catch. That's him out of the way, though, so let's head on to Cycling Road and see what's what. That actually might be a new encounter out on Cycling Road. I'm not sure if it's actually a new route, or if it's just a continuation of the route that's already west here that we found Salamence the Dodo on. I guess we'll find out in a second here. Route 16. So this is Route 16 here. Hi, how you doing, buddy? Cycling Road is a downhill course by the sea. It's a great ride. Good to know. Oh, it's another aid. It's one of Professor Oak's aids on 40 species. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. What if you would want to give me an amulet coin? That'd be so good for money, but I've honestly got a decent amount of money already. I had like 100,000 when I went to go buy potions and healing items and stuff. We're going riding together on our new bikes. Oh, that's kind of cute. Man, your parents actually... Your girlfriend, huh? Alright then, buddy. Your parents actually went and blew $1 million on your bikes. Celadon department store. I'm not sure how I'm seeing that from this vantage point. A long path over water away. Is that like up by Cerulean? Cerulean Cape or something? Maybe. Anyway, let's head on to Cycling Road here. This is still Route 16, so it's not a new encounter. Look at all these rough and tough biking dudes, though. If I remember right, they actually use some, like, poison types, like coughing and wheezing and stuff like that. Looks like we might be able to get in one decent battle. I'm gonna try Kevin CV just because he has Psychic, so he'll be good against these. What do you want? What do you want? What do you need, pal? Don't look at me funny, biker Lao. You do not look like a Lao. I'm gonna say that much. Grimer, not the best thing in the world because I traced Grimer's stench. Lovely. Because Grimer has pretty substantial special defense, but oh, that still did the trick. Okay. I guess Psychic's just that powerful of a move. Right on. And coughing. I mean, if I one-shotted a Grimer, doing coughing should be no problem at all. There you go. A critical hit, too, to boot. Way to go, Kevin CV. Yeah, I might just go and start calling you Kevin, just because Kevin CV's a bit of a mouthful. Maybe call you CV, because that seems to fit a Porygon a little better. We just like hanging here. What's it to you? I could probably swing one more battle in here. Nice bike! Hand it over, dude! Your bike is like 1,000 times cooler than mine. Mine's just this dinky little red mountain bike. Cue ball Koji. What is with these dudes? Machop. I'm not a fan of this right now. I traced Machop's guts. Machop is pretty slow, but so is Kevin CV. I'm fairly sure Psychic will one-shot. Yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot to turn battle animation. I'm such a... Okay, that's going to be the last thing I do before ending off this video. I'm going to go ahead, finish up this battle, and turn battle animations right the hell back on. Aw. Fury swipes. Man, I was so distraught by the fact that I was seeing a Mankey on my screen that I totally didn't even realize it would probably be faster than me, and that could have been dangerous, but thankfully he took mercy on me this time. Get on out of here, Mankey. We got new Pokemon to get attached to now, like Kevin CV here. They were pretty good during the grinding montage. I was pretty proud of all of them. There were a couple of close calls you might have seen. Nothing that was too dangerous. I think like Antiford being the weak link at the beginning anyway, because he was level 16, was probably the scariest part of it. But once we got past that little hurdle at the beginning of being a little low leveled compared to the Pokemon we were facing, then it was fine. Alright, let me go to the options. Battle scene on. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and heal up, and I think that's going to be a video. So, thanks everyone for watching this one. I know it was mostly just a grinding montage. Hopefully it was decent enough to watch. And next time, we're going to start getting connected to our new team members proper. We're going to put them in battle, see how they do, and maybe get down to Fuchsia City and see about the gym down there. I'm not sure yet. There's actually quite a bit to do down in Fuchsia City. So, that'll be next time. Thanks everyone for watching. This is ArgonMatrix, signing out. Thank you and good night.